and people really like and oftentimes aspire to that idea of greatness. But on a human level, do you think Picasso was ultimately a happy man?
Well, that's pretty easy to answer. No, he was not happy. I
Ugh.
think, like a lot of people who achieve great things, he was, his typical, his default position was discontent. Otherwise, why go to all the trouble? I mean, if you're contented, you don't tend to do much. He was driven, and he was driven to fame. He was driven to achieve. But when he got there, I don't think you can just turn that off. I mean, most people anyway, they're driven to succeed, and they find that when they succeed, it's not what they thought it was, and so they're driven to do something else. And I don't know of that many people who are that neat, have that kind of inner fire for whom that fire is ever quenched. Um, it's just the way they are, and you reach one mountaintop, there's always another mountaintop beckoning, and there's maybe there's momentary satisfactions, but they're fleeting, and he found when he became, he craved fame, he craved recognition, but when he got it, he felt it was suffocating. And there's a story, was relayed by one of his later mistresses about when he was a man in his 70s or 80s, and somebody recognized him on the street and says, "Oh, Master Picasso, I admire you so much." And he was so enraged. He said, "Yeah, uh, go fuck yourself and go fuck your wife," or something like that. I mean, he was so in this idea that he was a master, sort of, he hated that. And, even though that's all he aspired to this all his life, he just he just turned on this poor guy who only wanted to, tell him how much he admired his work. And, that's the way he felt. And so
Wow.
happiness, I think that was not something he was ever capable of, except in brief moments.
Wow. Well, on that note, look, I hope that uh, you are a happy guy, but I hope that you stay discontented so that you can write another book because I really enjoyed this one. And thank you very much for taking the time to chat with me.
Well, thank you. It was a pleasure.